Welcome to the CHT Interoperability course. We are happy to have you.
My name is Philip Mwago. I am a technical product owner at Medic.
For this course, we'll just look into an overview of the CHT Interoperability course. So we can just start with an overview of the course. We'll have about 4 modules. This first module will focus on an introduction to the interoperability, CHT interoperability course. So basically, we'll just have an overview of what it is all about, what the standards that we used, and just high-level introductions to the concepts that we'll be looking into. We also look into the standards. Our proof of concept was loss to follow-up workflow. This is where we follow up a patient from the CHT to a requesting system. That could be any system such as an EMR, and see how that will go, and then show you how we did the testing. We'll have a case of automated testing. So we'll start with an overview of the first module, and the objective here is just to have an in-depth introduction to this course, the architecture and the standards that we used. So we can start by defining interoperability, which is the ability to exchange information and data in a unidirectional or bidirectional manner between systems that could be disparate or they are relatively similar. This module basically focus on interoperability, the architecture and the standards that we used. We will then set up a CHT instance that has the interoperability configuration that we've built. So we can jump into the key concepts. The first couple of concepts that we'll be looking into include FHIR. We'll look into OpenHIE, the CHT, that's the Community Health Toolkit, which is a community health information system. Any other health system that could be a requesting system. So for interoperability within the CHT, it just means that we exchange data between the CHT, which has a database that reflects the CHT document structure that require to be translated into a FHIR standard for other systems to consume this data, or for us to pick data in FHIR format and then consume it within the CHT. So we'll look into the first concept. That's a standard. That's OpenHIE. This is just a framework or an architecture for building interoperable health information system. So this is just exchanging health information. OpenHIE actually stands for Open Health Information Exchange. So on the right we have a diagram just showcases this framework with an architecture where we have an interoperability layer that is highlighted in green, and below that we have the points of service where we have systems that have user interfaces. That includes community health information systems. We have EMRs, we have lab systems and LMISs, and then they're all able to access the component layers. The component layer that has a couple of components. This could be the shared health record, could be a client registry, facility registry, or health worker registry. So we just need to find a way of authenticating the users and routing this information between these services that we need to access. So the next concept is FHIR. FHIR is fast healthcare interoperability resources. That is a standard for exchanging healthcare data electronically. What this means is we have data that needs to be consumed by either the CHT or any other external system. The data has to be, in terms of semantics, that is in the words, it has to be understood, and in terms of syntax, that's the logic. And in the consuming system and the system that is pushing this data out needs to send it in a format that is standardized. So we'll jump into more details in later modules. So OpenHIM is an open source middleware. This is the technology layer that roots everything. So it provides a central point of control for managing the health information that is being exchanged. This would mean that if you send data from any system, or the CHT receives any data from another system, it goes through OpenHIM and it is routed correctly. So we'll have more information on this as well. Just take a deep dive into how this looks like and the components there that are within OpenHIM. So for this project, that's CHT Interoperability. This is just the framework that we have. The CHT is on the left, and we have the middleware on the right. So ideally, the data structure that we have is translated into a format that any other system could actually pick through OpenHIM, and it means it will update any component within the business layer. So I'll just go back to that. You can update any component within the OpenHIE layer. That's the business domain services or the registry services, and then we can actually have this consumed by any other external system from OpenHIM. So that we could have any other system connected to OpenHIM that will push data through a channel and then through a mediator via an API request into the CHT, or we can send data to any other system that will push it out through an outbound push to the mediator, and it's received as a request on the middleware. So here there are some reading materials. The interoperability reading resource is on the CHT docs. You can actually understand this a little bit better from our concepts page, and also have an example of the loss to follow workflow. This is basically follows a patient from the CHT to the external system. And then lastly, we have the CHT repository, so you can actually pick this as well and set up your own instance, see what you did, access a test instance, and all that information is actually there. So yeah, in our next module, we'll take a deep dive into the standards and locally set up an instance just to see how this will work. Stay tuned. Thank you.